United States President Donald Trump has sharply escalated his crackdown on immigration. He had a dramatic announcement on the Thanksgiving weekend that there will be a permanent pause on migration from all third world countries. The US President's remarks came a day after two National Guard troops were shot in Washington, D.C. One of those troops has since died from her injuries. The shooting happened just a short distance from the White House in what was termed as an act of terror which shook the nation. An Afghan national, Rahmanullah Lakanwal, was arrested as the primary suspect. He's an Afghan refugee who came to America under a 2021 Joe Biden-era policy which helped repatriate Afghans who were part of the military or the paramilitary and fought against the Taliban. Lakanwal was associated with one such paramilitary force. In announcing his immigration ban, Trump did not specify what third world exactly means. He did not name any specific countries. But the phrase third world generally refers to the global south countries that are either economically still developing or economically disadvantaged. India used to be referred to as the third world once upon a time, not anymore. Trump also said that anyone who is not a net asset to the United States or is incapable of loving America will be removed from America. Trump added that all federal benefits and subsidies to non-citizens will end, and he will denaturalize any migrant who undermines domestic tranquility. He also authorized agents to deport any foreign national who is a public charge or a security risk or is simply non-compatible with Western civilization. Earlier this year, Trump announced a ban on visas for citizens for 12 countries and restrictions for citizens of 7 more countries. After Rahmanullah Lakanwal, a 29-year-old Afghan national, was arrested and named as the prime suspect in the shooting of 2 National Guard troop members on Wednesday, Trump called the shooting an act of terror. In an address to the media, Trump said that America must now re-examine every single alien who has entered our country from Afghanistan under Biden.
We must now re-examine every single alien who has entered our country from Afghanistan under Biden, and we must take all necessary measures to ensure the removal of any alien from any country who does not belong here or add benefit to our country. If they can't love our country, we don't want them. America will never bend and never yield in the face of terror.
Later, the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, announced an indefinite, immediate suspension of all immigration requests relating to Afghan nationals. Not just that, Trump also said that he will ban immigrant visas from countries of concern, that is close to 24 countries, without specifying which those countries are. The countries for which citizens with green cards will be reviewed would be those that were there on Trump's earlier travel ban. In June, Trump had announced that foreign nationals from 19 countries would face either a full travel ban or a partial travel ban. Countries with a full ban that are in place are Afghanistan, Chad, Democratic Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Iraq, Libya, Myanmar, and Somalia, among others. But there are also legal questions at play. According to the U.S. Immigration and Nationality Act, the President of the United States may suspend the entry of immigrants for a fixed period of time or indefinitely until the President modifies or lifts that proclamation. This can, however, be challenged legally in a court of law. The Trump administration also says that it intends to re-examine all green cards held by people from those countries who are part of this travel ban list. It's not clear, though, how the process will work or whether green cards could be revoked or even cancelled. A green card is a U.S. immigration document which allows an immigrant to permanently reside and work in that country. U.S. immigration judges have the power to revoke green cards and to deport people from the country that they came from if there are serious grounds. like if they are found guilty of grievous crimes like murder or rape. But the reason why Trump is using this tragedy is purely political, because this plays well into his MAGA base, the Make America Great Again base. The ferocity of the way in which Trump has responded to this is in keeping with his long-standing views on immigration, on race, and on identity politics. Trump has often portrayed a direct link from race and identity and immigration directly to crime, national security, and economic distress. The shooting that happened right outside the White House in Washington, D.C., in which one National Guard troops died and the other is in a critical condition, and Trump's response to that shooting means that immigration will remain at the very center of American politics heading into the 2026 midterm elections. It also suits Trump politically at a time when the White House is on the defensive on issues like the rising cost of living, which cost them in the off-year elections earlier this year, or the Jeffrey Epstein files, which seems to have split the MAGA base. For Trump's MAGA base, nothing agitates them more than a Muslim immigrant terrorist who has shot at American soldiers, just like it happened this week.
Been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.